That's why I pitched doing a bunch of stories to slowly get people.
That's so funny. Oh, what, like Avengers?
One thing I can do besides kick ass in combat. It's built a cinematic universe.
From Street Fighter Casual to Mortal Kombat Noob, I played my first ever Mortal Kombat game with MK1, and the story was pretty awesome. But it didn't really conclude what happened with our universe's characters. So we're about to find out what happened to everybody by reacting to every character's tower ending in the game. Also, shout out to new subscribers Abu Ramin and Mr. Shadow.
General Shao's revolt left Outworld's army.
So this is Kitana's one.
We were vulnerable to enemies both foreign and domestic.
Okay, so Ermac's on our side still.
My sister asked me to take command, to stitch her military back together and purge Shao's loyalists within it.
Right, so Kitana does actually become the leader, and Mileena's not going to be the queen in the end. That's so interesting, because obviously, we know that the queen is inside Ermac now. That's a crazy sentence. So this is what happens after this point.
With the task.
So what the hell was Mileena then?
The soldiers, however, had little faith. They thought me a spoiled dilettante.
Oh no.
Unprepared and unfit to serve.
Wait, so where's the character gonna go? Don't go bad.
Fight mattered little. All that mattered was that I wasn't one of them.
Damn!
I finally earned their loyalty by orchestrating an epic victory over Shao and his rebels.
Oh, fair enough. So as long as she showed it physically, then they were all about it. But because, all right, they needed actions over words, basically. I'm not gonna lie, right? It's been a little bit since I played Mortal Kombat. I forgot the brutality of it all. No pun intended.
Though the general himself escaped.
Oh, literally still chasing down Shao.
For as long as I am able, I will lead the Empress's armies.
This is so interesting. So,
through strength, we will achieve peace.
Okay. Oh, maybe we'll see what happens with Shao after this. Because honestly, the way they made it seem, like they all teamed up from one universe to go against the others. So it's interesting to see that the conflict will continue throughout that.
Though worried about how the public...
Okay, we get Mileena.
I met with Baraka to discuss his Tarkatans.
Alright, okay.
Speaking
so Reptile and Baraka are still homies.
He moved me. I agreed to visit his colony and see how his people lived.
So is she gonna live with them, which is why she gave it to...
were atrocious.
Kitana.
This was
that is rough, bro.
Few mistakes. Like all Outworlders, she treated Tarkatans with scorn. What they deserved from us was compassion.
You know what?
And the only way to get it for them was to reveal my affliction.
I actually kind of respect that.
To show all my subjects that even an empress could get Tarkat.
That's kind of dope of her.
The scandal my revelation caused was intense. But with the help of Kitana and Tanya, I emerged.
Oh yeah, wait.
Stronger empress.
Her wifey, I forgot about that.
My honesty, empathy, and resolve won over my remaining doubters. There is no longer any question that I am fit to lead the Empire.
Okay, that's interesting because I must have been slightly confused then. So it seems as though Mileena is in charge of the entire realm. She is the Empress. Instead of Shao being the general, is that what Kitana is doing? Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what happened. I totally misunderstood for a sec. So Kitana is now the general in place of Shao, and Mileena is now the Empress in place of her mother.
Until recently, I hadn't met Li Mei. But
oh, they've never met?
How the
So Tanya must be fairly, like, newborn then.
Preventing Emperor Jared's murder. How she quit in disgrace.
Or a lot younger, at least.
Accept punishment. But those stories didn't fit the woman I now knew. Li Mei would never have been so negligent.
So we're gonna start to find out the truth?
Eventually, I uncovered the truth.
What is the truth? What happened?
The failures and mistakes which led to the Emperor's murder, they resulted from poor decisions made by the matron superior themselves. They made Li Mei their scapegoat.
That's kinda crazy. So she was just a whole scapegoat.
Found out, she wanted the Umgari disbanded.
And then Li Mei was like, no, we can't do
I
this.
convinced her that it could be reformed. To make sure it did, she put me in charge.
This is interesting.
I am humbled by this sacred responsibility. The Umgadi, my sisters, they are my life. I will not let them be brought down by the acts of a selfish few.
So, it's cool to see that Tanya actually has a lot of respect for Li Mei, especially since Li Mei absolutely clapped her in the main story. But now this is making me more curious to see what the hell Li Mei is doing with her story. Like, was she accepted back into the Umgadi? It seems like maybe she wasn't.
Covered the truth. The failures and mistakes which led to the Emperor's murder, they resulted from poor decisions made by the Matron Superior themselves.
So when she said the Matron Superior, I don't know if she was talking about Matron Superior in the Umgadi, or whether she was referring to, like, the Empress. So what's the deal there? All right, so we got Rain on the next one.
Capture by Empress Mileena. I joined Havik's crusade.
Yeah, there we go. Because he was on the bad guy side.
I summoned more magic than I thought possible.
That pyramid, god damn.
Out the old regime.
That's cool as hell.
Longed for anarchy had been achieved. I
Wait.
was more than satisfied.
No. Bro's just causing natural disasters. Is it me, or does Rain seem like way too broken here? So he can do all that.
But I was left empty and broken. Had I been satisfied as Outworld's High Mage, not let myself be tempted by Shang Tsung, a great
seeking
city
power
would
too
now
much.
lay in ruins. I've caused devastation, ended.
Okay, so he's not
thousands of
entirely a
lives
bad guy. Don't get me wrong, he's awful.
because of my blind ambition.
But he actually understands what he's doing is wrong.
I
He's not evil
betrayed
for the
my
sake of being
oath,
evil.
My sovereign and my realm. These high crimes merit punishment, and I'll accept whatever the Empress gives me.
Oh, he turned himself
My
in.
only ambition now is to one day be forgiven.
I did not expect any of that. So he's actually in the hands of the Empress and the Umgadi and them. Damn. Okay, I thought he was just gonna, like, remain someone who, like, escaped and, like, rolled with the bad guy crew, you know? But, like, he was actually genuinely feeling kind of, like, remorseful about what he did.
After escaping Leichin prison, I was hounded by the Imperial Police.
Okay, we got Shang
I
Tsung.
needed a place to hide
Yo, that boy.
and to recuperate while I
Oh.
plotted the best way forward.
Hold on. Are these just different looks that he's doing? Oh, no. That's Li Mei and them looking for Shang Tsung. I was going to say, I was like, bro, what the hell was going on here? I saw the guy with the beard and I thought that Shang Tsung grew facial hair.
I knew the remote canton of my youth would be perfect. To escape capture, I traveled by sea.
Bro just vanished. To be fair, he can go through portals and that. It would
But a
be
gargantuan
pretty easy for him to
storm was
disappear.
brewing. My tiny craft was smashed apart.
Wait, is this the same thing that Rain did? Did Rain basically do this to him by accident? Because that would be a really cool tie-in.
I closed my eyes, waiting to drown.
That's
hoping
insane.
that the Netherrealm wouldn't claim my soul.
Did Quan Chi save him?
But when I reopened them, I found myself not in hell, but on a deserted island.
Eventide Island,
From its
okay.
ruins, I
Zelda.
could tell that great sorcerers had once lived there. In the caves beneath the ruins,
Is he gonna learn more powerful
what
magic?
I can only describe as a well of souls.
So this isn't too dissimilar from the whole Ermac situation where he's like a bunch of souls in one body, right? So it seems like, why there are so many different locations in Mortal Kombat where they're just souls just clapped up in one area?
Once I learn how to wield its power, I will become invincible.
Bro is gonna have the ultimate training arc, is what I'm understanding from this. That's actually nuts. So basically, he's gonna be super powered up in the next game with these new abilities. Real quick, do you want to be able to play games to the best of your ability? Or is your PC slower than you'd like it to be? Well, today's sponsor, PC Specialist, may be able to help you out with that problem. They've also got some Black Friday deals, so make sure you get in on this quick. They're one of the leading custom PC manufacturers in Europe and allow you to create your very own PC through their easy-to-use configurator to fit your needs. Whether you want to start streaming, creating content, or even just for gaming. I've been using my own custom-built PC from them for 2 years now, and it's been an absolute beast for all of my gaming, streaming, and editing needs. Right now, they have up to £200 off on some PC builds, and they even come with 1 month free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So, if you're in the market, now is your best shot to save yourself some money and get yourself or a loved one an early Christmas gift. Also, if you use code CK23 with the link in the description, you can get £30 off as well. Thank you again to PC Specialist for sponsoring this video, and let's continue with the reaction. Oh, here we go. General Shao.
Isn't over. I won't stop fighting until I take Outworld's throne. That they thought Lei Chin prison would hold me is laughable.
Hold on. So bro broke out again. So this is after Kitana dealt with him. He ran away again.
I began planning my next campaign.
There we go. We got Matt Hardy here again.
Unstoppable army to overthrow Mileena. Unfortunately, most of my former soldiers lacked the courage to rally to my standard.
Are they just gonna kill all the ones that didn't want to come back?
While finding new recruits. And that task
This music is fire, by the way.
is proving easier than expected.
Jesus, man.
The Golden Age has left more than a few behind. Without hope, without power, they eagerly heed my call to tear down Mileena's government.
This is insane, because this is all just Outer World right now, right? So we got Mileena and her factions, which is obviously the people with Taka and then like everyone else. It seems like they're two different sides, but it seems now like Mileena's actually kind of getting them on side since she also has it. But then now we got Shao and his like uprising against that. So that might be a plot in the forthcoming game as well.
As the darkness enveloped me, I took a long last look at
Sindel. Because she's basically dead. Like her soul's trapped in her husband's body, but
joined mine in the living forest. But miraculously, my beloved husband delivered me from oblivion.
yeah, so like what are you doing? Like you just running through his organs? Like
save my body, Jared had preserved my soul. Like him and countless others, I am now a part of...
That's kind of insane. They're in the Matrix.
Yet ours is not a peaceful repose.
But you have to fight people.
Souls within Ermac have their own needs and agendas. Before we can speak as one, we must first reach consensus.
That's insane. They're constantly battling it out in there.
I and Jared would hold sway. But here we are.
That's nuts.
2 souls among many thousands.
How they holding hands while fighting at the same time, by the way? Can we talk about that?
And if there is one thing we do well together, it is fight. We will win the right to govern Ermac as we once had governed Outworld.
Something about this image is giving me like League of Legends. Shadow Isles. That's the location. The Shadow Isles. Thank you.
And we will rule for the benefit of all.
Fair enough. So like what happens if they fight the people in the realm? Like do they, if they beat them up, can they like leave? Do they get booted out? What is it, like Royal Rumble, WWE? Are they fighting to survive in there? Or like will they just respawn like it's Fortnite or something? I don't know.
With General Shao freed from prison,
oh god, we got Reiko, Matt Hardy time.
Against the royal family. Though many were eager recruits, few were good at soldiering.
Okay.
It was so bad, the general was forced to change tactics. He decided that we needed
a doomsday weapon. What the hell is that? It's a dragon.
It is a monster. Onaga, the Dragon King.
We got dragons out here in Mortal Kombat?
The general told me the old legend.
And why does he look like Shao?
That his ancient ancestor defeated Onaga trapping him deep inside Mount Saga.
So they're just gonna free this dragon.
Dragon King is still there today. His pent-up fury waiting to be unleashed. Because
That's
Onaga
kind of
is
wild.
so dangerous, the general wouldn't.
Dude, this is a cool character by himself. Put him in the game. Put Onaga in the game right now. Is no one else trying to see that?
But now, he feels we have no choice. Though I likely won't survive, I accept this mission gladly. I can think of no greater honor.
No.
Life in the general's service.
We're addressing this. Was Shao too scared to go do it himself? If his ancestor could do it, why didn't he think, yeah, I should be able to do it too? He was like, hey, Reiko, do this, man. Why he sacrificing Reiko's life for the sake of getting this? Why couldn't Shao do it?
Kuai Liang and I were working hard to build our new clan.
Oh, this is Smoke?
But even with the help of his
okay, I see him there.
Harumi, it was difficult. The biggest problem...
Okay, I'm guessing homegirl here is Harumi.
Then, one night, while walking outside Harumi's compound, I was attacked.
I'm so sorry, but literally, I'm listening to him right now, and I just played Spider-Man 2, so I cannot unhear Peter Parker. Yuri Lowenthal, please.
I thought at first it was a Lin Kuei assassin, but his strikes were too uncertain.
Was it the guy that we're training?
My attacker, it turns out, was a boy.
Oh, so they just found a new...
Hungry. His assault was born of desperation. He needed money so that he could eat.
But he had talent, right?
It was like looking at myself 15 years ago.
Interesting.
I would have ended up just like him if the Lin Kuei hadn't taken me in.
Because they did say Smoke was adopted, right? So that Smoke has adopted this kid in the same way. That's actually really freaking wholesome. Also, that boy is training. Look at the blood on his knuckles.
So I took the boy to Kuai Liang, who also appreciated his fire.
That was definitely a joke. Smoke got bars like that, yeah? His fire, because Scorpion...
We made him our first initiate. The boy's name?
Hanzo.
Hanzo Hasashi.
Interesting. Is that a... Should I... The true Scorpion? Hold on. Was that the name of Scorpion in the previous timeline?
No sooner had Titan Shang Tsung been defeated.
Alright, we got Scorpion now.
And his loyalists hunted us down. Outnumbered, we fled to Japan.
Oh.
There, we sought refuge from an old family friend.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought they were going to roll up on Kenshi, but it's a family friend, so I guess not.
As children...
Oh, this is Hero... Oh my god. Took bro's caps off. Again, I know it's Mortal Kombat, but Jesus, man. Alright, so Harumi is the... That makes sense. Harumi is a Japanese name. I should have assumed that's where this was going, since Smoke had already brought her up.
But Harumi Shirai was a woman now, the head of her clan. Her strength, beauty, and intellect awed me.
She's going crazy.
Also
oh my god.
by
That was
the
one
hound's
swoop.
Betrayal. Harumi agreed to help me forge a new clan, one that would stand against him and defend Earthrealm.
I want to know what this clan's all about.
Her aid proved invaluable, and as time went on, we grew closer.
Romance?
To honor Harumi and pay respects to my new bride, I named the clan after her, calling it the Shirai Ryu.
Wait, how is that naming it after her? Hold on. Is there some kanji nonsense at play that I don't understand? But he married her. Okay, I thought as much.
Now the battle against my brother begins in earnest. The Shirai Ryu won't rest until Bihan is defeated.
I respect it. Oh my god.
Honor
This is an epic shot. Yo, the blades versus each other, the red and the blue. Like, it's actually interesting because you know how Liu Kang has obviously like the fire dragon and then he's got like the blue dragon too, right? Like the colors are kind of representative the same. That's freaking dope. Now I want to see Sub-Zero's story. Okay, we're getting it. Sub-Zero, Bihan.
Lin Kuei free of Liu Kang's enslavement. We were now masters
Crazy way
of
to
our
put that.
destiny and could take our place among
He is so
Earthrealm's
power hungry, it's crazy.
nations. But taking and holding territory would require a vast army. I needed more fighters to make our...
I have a question. So all these guys, right? They got the headbands on. They got their ski masks full. Why has Homeboy got the Kakashi style on, and he's only got the mask? And is it because he got nice hair? Like, what's going on there?
Presence felt. Then I recalled Shang Tsung's dragon war.
Oh, I thought he rocked up with Shang Tsung already. I was gonna say I thought he was training.
But trafficking in such strong magic would surely draw Liu Kang's attention.
Obviously.
Sector advised that we avoid detection by building our army using science, not sorcery.
Okay, this makes sense. I was asking a lot of you guys why the hell, like, Sector and I forgot who the other one was. Maybe Cyrax were like robots, why they were androids. So Sector is the one that came up with the idea for them to go more scientific. Bro, now I see why people were scared of AI. He never seen iRobot, huh?
We've invested much into this endeavor, and we are beginning to see results.
So is that Sector now? Is he kind of a scientist?
Depths of Sector's
He is.
genius.
Okay.
When we are done, all of Earthrealm will honor our
Why Bihan look so bored, bro?
demands.
Go do something else.
If not, they will face the Lin Kuei's wrath.
That's nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's something that's shown in like past games already, but like I want to see it in the next game. Show me that. I want to fight loads of little science guys. Let me be Will Smith for a moment. Sector really wanted to be a Digimon so bad. He was like, yo, make me a robot.
After fleeing out,
Reptile.
I hadn't expected to return. But then I also hadn't expected the new Empress to make me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Wait, so are you like... Oh, he's an emissary.
To thank me for helping stop General Shao's rebellion, she asked me to be her emissary.
That's actually kind of dope. Because he was kind of showing her around to the
bearing the
people with Tarkot too, like to link up with Baraka.
Once and for all, that my mutation wasn't to be feared.
Now let's go, Charles Xavier.
It wasn't a source of shame. To my surprise, I was welcomed. But those warm smiles...
If you tell me they're going to try and assassinate him, that's crazy.
Secret.
What's going on here? Rebellion?
I stumbled upon a trove of official records, which showed that my shape-shifting ability isn't unique.
Sorry, I'll look at an image and I just clock my face probably look like his.
Many Saterans are born with it, but are killed by their government to keep it from spreading.
That's nuts.
Who started this barbarity?
So he's normal, but he just managed to escape.
It is unknown, but I will find out, and I will put an end to this madness.
I wonder if there are any clues as to who could be doing it. Is this like a plot line that was brought up maybe in the past games? I hope this has absolutely nothing to do with Liu Kang.
Were it not for my godly counterpart, I would not have survived.
Not gonna lie, Raiden,
against Titan Shang Tsung.
You wouldn't have survived because he looked cool as hell. Red and hat flying off. That's how you know he was about to be done. But honestly, yo, I know we don't like Shao in this house, but this one looks really cool.
Meeting him, though, raised questions. Why did I replace him in this new era? Why was I made mortal? Lord Liu Kang told me of his Raiden's nobility and righteousness, about his steadfast leadership.
Okay, so he's been fully filled in with who he used to be.
He also told me about Raiden's dark side, how he could be consumed by rage and cast aside the rules he otherwise lived by.
Who is this? Because I'm looking at like the headpiece and it's giving me Shao. Is this like a previous timeline Shao?
Making me mortal and incapable of such anger was to keep me from following in his footsteps.
Right. So that's why Liu Kang made him purely mortal. Okay. So he wanted to allow him to partake in his heroism, but he also didn't want to allow him to fall down a dark path for having too much power.
Though I understood the reasons why, I felt I had been done a disservice. To survive the coming battles, I may need the edge that only great rage can bring.
Okay, now I see why Liu Kang took that power away from you.
Shaolin couldn't aid me. I sought out someone who could. Someone to stoke the fire within me and teach me to master it. For this, I could have no better teacher than the Shirai Ryu's Grand Master.
Run that back? He set bro on fire. But also, I'm sorry, that's insane to me. He was burning. This is interesting. So are we saying that basically Raiden didn't actually need the talisman thing that was given to him to use the powers? It was latent within him. You know, like how in Thor, they're like, oh, you get the powers by Mjolnir, but no, it was like just the power of Thor.
My loyal partner had warned me.
Okay, we got Liu Kang.
Reclaiming my power as Keeper of Time might have unforeseen consequences.
Right, of course.
In this, as in most things, he proved prescient.
All right, Geras was right.
The process I had undergone did irreparable harm to my body. Taking back my power had cost me my immortality.
Wait, so he's no longer immortal, but he still has that great power?
My lifespan would still stretch across eons. I would one day perish. And if the war with Titan Shang Tsung taught me anything, it is that this timeline is not safe without a protector.
Oh, so he's going to train someone.
Yet I had never given thought to choosing a successor. Who is it that could replace me and protect my new era?
Are you regretting not giving Raiden his god powers now?
The answer, of course, is Geras.
That does make sense.
Tireless and meticulous, he is perfectly suited to be entrusted with this grave duty.
That makes perfect sense.
And no one knows better the temptations of the hourglass. I have no doubt he will be above them.
You know what? This is giving Loki season 2. One thing though, Homeboy talking about, oh, I'm no longer immortal, I'll one day perish. Is he now simply saying that he can age and die from old age? Johnny Cage, my boy, and Kenshi.
I'd wondered why Liu Kang chose me to be a champion. I mean, sure.
Look how young he looks,
killing
man.
it as a martial arts star, but it's one thing when it's all for show. It's different when you're playing for keeps.
That's interesting because half the comments were saying like, bro, it's crazy they just chose a random actor to be like a champion of the whole realm. Like, what the hell, bro? And it's honestly a fair point. Oh,
Then Liu Kang let
you
me
doing a
in
PowerPoint?
on his master plan.
Is this him showing off the movie that he was making,
know
or
about
he
the
wanted to
world
make?
beyond
Him
that.
pitching it.
The one filled with gods and monsters, and he wanted me
Special effects.
to tell him about it. But I knew revealing the truth all at once would be too shocking of a plot twist for most.
So he's running the pitch of the movie by Liu Kang.
That's why I pitched doing a bunch of stories to slowly get people.
That's
used
so
to it.
funny. Oh, what, like
There's one
Avengers?
thing I can do besides kick ass in combat. It's build a cinematic universe.
Cage is like Captain America or something, and then it's like building up to the Avengers, which would be like Mortal Kombat. That's so freaking funny, dude. That's hilarious.
I'm serving up movies, streaming series, games, you name it.
Bro, Kevin Feige, is that you?
That I'm doing a public service. And it doesn't hurt that I'm making more than a few bucks.
Oh, that's gotta be that's a Tanya actor for sure.
That would make
And Kitana and
any
Raiden actor.
studio mogul proud.
That's so funny to me. This has been the best one just because it's so self-referential and referential to like our wider world that like genius.
It was inevitable that the Shaolin masters
Kung Lao,
and
what we
me
got?
joined them. They knew just how much future initiates could learn from me.
I love his
Shujinko
self-confidence.
was one of my earliest. His ability to absorb anyone's powers and skills was amazing.
So this is where Shujinko turns up, which is kind of wild to me because bro is mad young. I've only seen him as
With
an
the
old
right
man.
training, he could become our greatest champion. I knew that I alone could give it to him.
That's so interesting. That caught me
But
off
as
guard.
his proficiency grew, so did his ego.
Oh,
In love
no.
with himself and his power, Shujinko became a threat.
Shujinko's a bad guy? I mean, he do look a little bit
He
like
hadn't learned
Shang Tsung, I guess.
humility. Because I wasn't the one who could teach it. I should have listened to Raiden's warning and not tried to train Shujinko alone.
That's insane because literally as I was starting this, I was saying I love his confidence, but that is literally the thing that backfired on him teaching his student because he wasn't able to teach him to be humble. That's nuts.
After he was subdued, Shujinko's accumulated abilities and memories were taken from him. He is once again...
Oh, so they're starting again?
Ready to begin his training.
They hit him with a Men in Black flashy thing. Are they just going to train him under Raiden instead because it's less risky than just giving him to Kung Lao? Because I just wouldn't train him at all at that point.
Raiden and I trained Shujinko together. He will become the champion he is destined to be.
You know it's serious when Kung Lao takes his hat off.
Will fulfill my duties humbly and cooperatively.
Also, I just realized in the past timelines, because I've seen it from reacting to like the fatalities and stuff, Kung Lao's bald, isn't he?
As her reign began, Empress
Li Mei?
Mileena faced many challenges.
I wanted to see this.
To meet them, she turned to the people she trusted. Her sister to lead her army, and me to lead her Imperial Police.
Okay, so...
Though I missed Empress
she's
Sindel,
still in the Imperial Police,
I was glad my ties with her family had been mended. But while it was an honor to be made responsible for...
What's crazy is she looks exactly like Naruto training to be Hokage right now.
Outworld's internal security, I soon realized accepting the appointment was a mistake.
She doesn't like being at a desk? Is that what it is?
To be a bureaucrat.
It's Naruto!
Nor am I patient enough to navigate the Imperial Court's politics.
Oh, that's funny. She's literally Naruto.
I was at my best patrolling Sundo's streets.
She said, I'm not a student, bro. I just want to hit people.
And serve and protect its citizens directly. That's why I resigned my post and resumed my role as Sundo's first constable.
Okay, so she's going back to what she knows and loves.
Day, knowing I've made a difference.
I respect that. Good for her, because it's interesting because she was put there kind of as punishment previously, right? Like that was them telling her like, you're at this position because you're not good enough. But now she's at the point where she loves it and it actually gives her joy. So it's kind of a beautiful thing, a beautiful way to like round out her story. Oh, we got Kenshi. Is this the movie?
For allies against the Yakuza.
Wait,
but I found one in.
We got a brother? Agent Jackson Briggs. This is Rush Hour. They're doing Rush Hour.
Special Agent Jackson Briggs.
We're doing Rush Hour.
Gangsters plotting to kill me on a wiretap and came calling, hoping I'd be his informant.
Did he, no, wait, run that back. Did he just punch a guy's head clean off? How strong is he?
We planned to part ways when we got the job done, but then Shang Tsung showed up to steal Sento.
Okay, no, you're not tricking me. This is hilarious though. This is a part of this is a part of Johnny Cage's MCU. It's definitely a part of Johnny Cage's MCU. They made Rush Hour a movie. They made Rush Hour a movie in Johnny Cage's MCU for sure.
Needless to say, Jackson had questions.
That's so funny, bro.
It was mine to hear that the stories in Johnny's movies were real.
Wait, what?
Once the shock wore off,
wait, what?
Jackson quickly sized up the threats Earthrealm faced. To deal with them, he got his bosses at the FBI to form the Outworld Investigation Agency.
They made the Men in Black. I'm done. I'm done. They made the Men in Black. I was joking about Men in Black earlier. They doing up Rush Hour. They're doing up Men in Black. Bro, please tell me this is Johnny Cage's movie, because if this is real, I'm even more confused. Why he look like 50 Cent?
He asked me to sign on. I hesitated. After all, me? A government agent? But it's an important job. And more importantly to me, an honest living.
Are you joking? No cut? That wasn't a Johnny Cage? This is literally a full-on Men in Black reference. Fact. Agent K, Agent J, like Kenshi and Jackson. That's insane. Nah, look, hold on. I need to play the Kenshi Men in Black game.
While the regime had changed.
Barack Obama's voice, I'm not gonna lie. It's usually smooth and buttery. Caught me off guard. I forgot.
Little else had. My people still suffered in silence, ignored by the rest of Outworld.
Again, this is
So
when
now
Mileena
I
comes
knew
to...
Empress Melina's secret, that she was also afflicted with Tarkat. If anyone would help, it would be her.
Oh, it's just people looking down and...
How
Okay.
to get an audience? Sizoth. He was the Empress's new...
It's cool that he could link them up like that.
I asked him to introduce us.
Do you know what's...
At great personal risk.
You know what's weird is we're literally seeing this in the reverse, because we saw this same shot, but Mileena was on this side and Baraka was on the other side, right? Also, her outfit's fire.
Agreed. And as I'd prayed, the Empress was willing to meet. Even better, she would visit the colony. She was shocked to see how we lived.
Okay, if it wasn't for Tanya, I would probably ship Mileena and Baraka.
Thanks to the Empress and Sizoth, we Tarkatans are no longer pariahs. Until our disease can be cured.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Like, they're being accepted among, like, the community of Outer Realm. I love how the endings of this game is wrapping up to, like, try and just treat people as people, regardless of if they're different in some way.
Though the barriers between
Wanchi?
timelines had
Oh, it's Geras.
There was no question that they could again be broken.
Oh wait, he might be able to tell us a little bit more about this this Shao Havik combo, or whatever the hell was going on.
Eternal vigilance, so that it could not fall victim to outside aggression. But nothing in my countless lifetimes had prepared me for this task. In none of them,
bro,
at multiple times,
his entire job
existed. Monitoring them for threats was an entirely novel problem. It would
it's like doing the job he was doing like 100 times over. Like, this has just made his job so much more harder.
Require a novel solution. I discovered
low-key goddess stories.
Their meeting had left them intertwined.
Yo, this is straight up Loki season 2.
Secretly surveil all timelines, keeping watch for potential danger.
Also, this looked like a hard album cover. I'd buy it.
To do this service for the new era, Lord Liu Kang may rest assured that it is secure.
I have so much respect for Geras as a character. He's super interesting, but I would be very much interested to see if he can maintain that way of thinking throughout the lifetime of his story going forward.
I couldn't believe that Liu Kang
our angel
in
devil,
Earthrealm,
Ashra,
or that he thought me worthy to study with his Shaolin masters.
That's kind of dope.
After a lifetime of wishing for one, I finally had a home.
That's really cute.
But my joy was tempered as I thought about Serena. My shadow sister was still under Quan Chi's yoke. And she deserved a life free of him as much, if not more, than I.
I don't remember her being spoken of. I'm not sure if I missed that playing through the story. She may have touched on it briefly, but I guess maybe she's a character in the past games. So basically, she's out here, like, not able to live her happiest life because she feels like there's something else she has to do for someone else.
She and my other sisters proved tenacious, but they were no match for my blade. I snatched Serena from them.
Oh, she actually...
Then
okay.
Liu Kang
She went through with it.
break Quan Chi's spell. Her mind free of his influence for the first time in years, Serena chose to join me in Earth.
Why am I scared this isn't going to be a happy end?
Sister and I once again fight side by side.
Not gonna lie. Because of my expectation, I thought they were going to clap Serena. I thought she was done.
Now we do so for Earthrealm. Together,
I was going to say Homeboy...
formed the Order of Light.
That's really cute, the Order of Light. I was going to say Homeboy needs some dental work, maybe. But his whole upper jaw is gone?
Quan Chi's plot collapsed.
Oh, it's Nitara now.
I plan to secure new beings to feed my starving people. Because I'd advocated for partnering with him, I was held responsible. If I didn't seize for Vaterna's new...
Do you know what? All I'm seeing right now is Gargoyle. I don't know if you guys ever watched that as a kid. But literally... Are they behind a clock tower in New York? Like, what's going on here?
rounds, the Coven would banish me. But then, I had a revelation. I didn't need to conquer realms to feed my people. I simply needed to capture enough beings to breed them. Once they multiply, Viternus will have a limitless...
Do you know what's crazy? Is this sounds disturbing, but we're straight up doing that with animals. Like, we're actually doing that. This is farms, bro. She's talking about making a human farm.
I only need a few thousand to start. A number so small compared to the billions in the realms that no one will notice as people.
She said Promise Neverland. We can't let her watch any anime.
Will go missing. But it will be more than enough to establish our breeding stock and feed a ravenous Viternus.
That's insane. You can hear the people scream. That's insane.
Quan Chi's defeat.
Oh, this is Havik?
Cost me everything. For months I had furthered his plot.
Jesus,
and now
bro.
I had to start over.
You could heal yourself, you know.
Were
That was
still
so
in
painful.
chains. That's when Rain approached me.
Right.
On the run from Empress Mileena. He was
We're tying it back to Rain's story that he regretted earlier.
Though I'd had my fill of sorcerers, this one was different.
He could be used?
I agreed to provide him safe haven. He agreed to help topple Saido's government. And topple it we did.
Okay, what happened to you after that? Because we know Rain turned himself in.
So fast, so powerful, that it crushed the capital.
That's
Saido's
still insane to me.
Were swept away. My people are finally free. They can chart their own course.
Are they though? Didn't you just destroy everything and everyone?
Their lives are now
like, what if some of them live there?
Anarchy.
Bro, you can see that human body there. Did you see that? Like, you see a little homeboy down there. You can see like his little legs flying. That's actually kind of insane. Okay. So I'm kind of sad that it ends there because I wanted to know what happened from Havik after that point. Because this didn't really feel like anything new added on to what we learned from Reigns earlier.
Desperate to avoid defeat,
damn,
Titan Shang Tsung had stolen me from my timeline to set me against Liu Kang.
Wait, Titan... Wait, is this even... First of all, this has been like 5 seconds and my brain is already broke. So Omni-Man got summoned to the battle, the final battle in the game. So is he killing Titan Shang Tsung? I thought...
Assumed a Viltrumite would shift combat in his favor. Shang Tsung was right, of course, but he was blinded by ambition and failed to consider that my only true loyalty is to the Viltrum Empire.
Oh my god, is this when he decides he wants to like take over different realms? Or like different timelines?
My mission to pacify Earth for Viltrum had been left incomplete. I thought I could redeem myself by delivering this new timeline.
Delivering a timeline is insane.
Species, all ours for the taking. For a few years, annexing realms satisfied the Empire's hunger for conquest.
This is...
But my people have excellent memory.
Oh god. You know what's insane, right? This is still shocking to me that this was even a point in Invincible. So like expanding it further, making it bigger and bringing it into Mortal Kombat is actually genius.
I knew sooner or later we would return to our own timeline, to Earth.
His son,
to finish
Invincible.
my original mission. I only hope my son has had time enough to prepare.
Oh my god! That's kind of insane, because this implies that this happened in the gap between Invincible 1 and Invincible Season 2. Do you know what? I actually haven't seen Invincible Season 2. I need to catch up. But from what I'm hearing, that actually makes sense as a plot. What the hell? This makes even more sense than it should, I think. 1,000 likes and we'll react to all of Omni-Man's intros in Mortal Kombat. And then you guys let me know what other characters I should react to as well as far as intros.